between the two teams. So
Well, Costa Rica is a team that has one or two really, really good players.
Right.
They have obviously Varro, who anyone who's familiar with the Deluxe community knows is a really good player.
You're right.
They also have players like Claw, Keo, Sanj Z, Papu. These are people who have been in the community. They're like at least mid-div. They know what they're doing.
Oh yeah, exactly.
And then kind of the wild card here, Lawrence, the captain. I've never heard of him before.
I haven't either. Yeah, so I'm excited to see.
I don't know how he got into the captain position.
Yeah, right.
I, as far as I know, he's not involved in at least the Mario Kart Central community. So it's gonna be interesting to see what he can do.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like he just has a lot of pride for his country,
Absolutely.
which is really neat.
Right into race 1 here.
Yeah, going to Dolphin Shoals right off the bat.
Unfortunately, Costa Rica flag not an option, so they got to use the American flag.
Yeah, man.
Too bad. We know what country they're from.
Absolutely.
We know what's up.
Costa Rica in our hearts for sure.
Going on to Dolphin Shoals, pretty good drafting track here. And we are watching Varro up in first. So if I'm him, I would want to go wide here to make sure the other team can't get a draft. He's not going to do that. Going to just go tight and take the bullet on it.
Yeah, sounds good. I mean, like, honestly, it looks like it worked out for him so far. Oh, and just like that, looks like Shadow has snuck into first, maybe? Or it's hard to say, honestly.
Shadow from Australia.
Yeah, Shad.
For those of you who might not know the Australian lineup too well, most of these people are going to be from the main clan called Version 2. I believe going to be 3 or 4 of the lineup.
Version 2 is the only team in the community that's been branded as a fully Australian and Japanese team, as that is kind of the time zones that everyone in that team is able to play with each other. So.
All right. I heard on the chat that maybe people can't hear us.
Yeah.
I'm hoping you can.
Yeah.
Because we've been talking this whole time. If someone who's watching just wants to confirm in the chat if they can hear us, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Anyway, as far as the Australian lineup goes, most of these people are going to be from V2. One person in the lineup that we didn't see last night and isn't from V2 is going to be Sullivan, also known as Ben.
Right.
Who's actually on the same team as me and you, Miles.
Yeah.
Member of Higher Octave, APA.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say Vike. I thought you were gonna say Vike actually, because I don't think that we saw him last night.
We didn't see Vike last night either. Vike is a member of Dynamite Omega.
Yeah. All right. So we're getting word that the stream or our volume is a little quiet. So
unfortunately, it's not in our control. We're talking about as loud as we talk. Hopefully the technical side of things get figured out pretty soon here. But as we pull into lap 3, not too much has happened this race so far.
Right, yeah. Really hard to say, but it looks like we got a few of each team kind of up in the top spots.
It's really been mixed the entire race so far. There's not
horn coming in from Mr. Sullivan. All right.
It's actually looking like a lot of Australia in the top. I wonder if anyone from Costa Rica is actually up there right now.
At the very best, I think it's going to be like a top 2-6 for Costa Rica right now.
Bar's going to be able to pass some people on the glider cut here, all the way up to third.
Looks like a top 2 actually for Australia, but a third for Costa Rica coming in. Yeah, top 2, 4 for Australia, but 3, 5, 6, 8 for Costa Rica.
Definitely a winning race for Australia to start it off. Good on Varro to be able to pass so many people on the line there. It could have been really a top 4 or top 5 for Australia.
Yeah, I was going to say it could have been top 3 or top 4 definitely for them. Good thing that Varro was able to pass some people up with that powerful glider strat.
That glider strat is really one of the most overpowered in the game.
It is. It's so good. It's so fun to do and just pass everyone up at the line.
Yeah. I think most people would think like, oh, the Mario Kart Stadium motion glider. You know, I'm sure there's other examples of like these really super powerful glider strats that can win you races, but I think the DS one is actually really underrated.
Yeah.
You don't need to do motion at all.
Yeah.
All you got to do is drift off of that ramp, make sure you don't hit the ground, and you pass like 4 people on the line every time.
Just goes to show how much this game is evolving. That glider strat definitely was not out when I joined the community a year ago.
No, yeah, even 6 months ago, barely anyone was doing it.
I wouldn't say not out yet, like it was just released, but I'd say like, you know, kind of discovered.
Yeah, absolutely. Going to Music Park for the second race. Going to benefit Australia, hopefully.
It's going to be a solid runner for Australia, but there is an inward in their lineup, which is at a heavy disadvantage for this track. So it is kind of a little trade-off for Australia, and we'll see if it pays off.
You always have to weigh your costs and benefits when you're picking a running track like this
Absolutely.
with an inward biker in lineup.
Mm-hmm.
Because for those who might not know, you have the super bounce on this track, which
Ooh.
people using Yoshi Bike just can't do. It's impossible.
It is.
So you're putting one of your members at a very distinct disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
But are your other 5 strong enough to carry that weight?
Yeah.
That's something you really need to weigh if you want to pick this track, or any other track that might have a super bounce in it.
I would like to note that all 3 people that were starting in the top 3 were actually sniped out right after the second turn. So spots are really kind of mixed and shuffled right now, but it still looks like a lot of Australia up here.
Someone from Costa Rica getting taken out. Not sure who that was exactly. Baro up in 5th, but still a lot of Australia.
Mm-hmm.
We're on the first turn, going to pull a single mushroom. Not much you can do with this. At least a 2-3 for Australia. Not sure who's in first right now. Bomb coming back.
I want to say with how defensive that Australia is playing up in the front that it's going to be a top 3 for Australia at least. Yeah, looks like that DK that's up there might be Vike. I'm not too sure who that is, but
I believe Vike's going to be the only DK in this one.
Okay.
It could be a top 4 for Australia, honestly, which is not the position you want to be in.
Right. Yeah, Blue coming out desperately, going from Costa Rica all the way to Australia. It looks like a lot of top spots still for Australia.
I believe we are looking at a top 4 from Australia, or top 3 at this point. Whoever got blued up there. Oh, it was Costa Rica.
Oh, wow.
So Costa Rica was in first that whole time, getting blued out. Not really the situation we had read.
Like getting redded, Baro able to sneak into second. Only pulling a shroom, so person that's in first is kind of guaranteed first at this point.
I believe it is an Australian member.
Yeah, I want to say that might be Zenith who's broken away like that, not sure.
Baro's got to be careful here. He should be able to pull through with second if he plays his cards right.
Blue passing Baro, very lucky there. Okay, able to hold on a second. That was very close.
Staying very close to the line.
Looks like 2, 4, 5. Maybe a slight win or a tie. Not sure. Slight win for Costa Rica, or a tie.
I think it's gonna still be a winning race for Australia. Costa Rica did get some bottom spots as well that race.
Yeah, totally.
I want to say kind of a similar story to what we had last night with Australia versus Brazil, but not to the same extent so far. For those who didn't watch that match, Australia just kind of held top spots every single race.
Yeah.
Got, at least a top 2, 4 on pretty much every race. And they, so far it's been 2 races. They've been winning races. They've been holding the top presence, but there haven't been any blowouts yet.
Yeah.
And I think, Costa Rica kind of has to thank their lucky stars for that, because if Australia does get the momentum here, if they start chaining these running tracks over and over and over again, it's just going to be over.
Totally.
Australia is absolutely a line-based team. Once they're in the front, they're staying in the front.
Exactly. They're a lines-based team, and they're definitely a momentum-based team.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want to let Australia get the momentum because they will run away with it, no questions asked.
Someone who Definitely has some momentum right now, Renai Circulation, also known as Zenith, on 30 after 2.
He's on perfect pace right now.
180 pace.
Yeah.
Close the room right now. Extrapolated out to 180.
Exactly.
Baro, who is pretty undoubtedly the strongest player on Costa Rica, is really going to want to take those first places away from Zenith as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Starting with a trail on him, that'll help.
So since we only have the one POV, it's probably going to be really interesting to see Baro and Zenith battling it out, as they are kind of like the keystone players for both of their teams.
Absolutely, the people who are really providing that front presence when the rest of their teammates might be in the back.
Oh, we do have another POV, Enzi, coming in.
Awesome.
Yeah, very nice, very
nice. Must not been set up on the first 2 races, but we do have 2 POVs now, so say hi to Enzi.
Oh, man. Enzi getting backed, right?
Right.
As soon as we switch to his POV, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, I'm sure he played perfect on the first 2 races, but...
Yeah, exactly.
Was he holding blue back then?
He was.
I think he was.
Yeah, he did pull blue.
Okay.
But looks like blue's out, so I think it's Costa Rica that pulled in the first there. Ooh, very unfortunate to take cut
up into first with a red. Pretty strong position for him.
Yeah, that blue was scary, but glad he was able to take the cut and sneak into first with double defense. Going for the back. Back someone, but it goes through Vike. Not sure who he was able to
watch out for that green on
the that green's scary. All right. Banana on double. Yeah, there we go.
Should be a 1-3 for Costa Rica right now, pulling 2 more bananas.
Chaining another double defense set.
D1 player Baro pulling all the protection he needs.
Yeah, Baro's doing great up in the front right now.
Absolutely. Still a 1-3 for Costa Rica. I gotta wonder what Vike might have.
Blue coming out. That's gonna go for because he does not have anything to dodge blue with. Yeah,
Like,
it'd be smart
not
for
to
Enzi to
quick.
stop here at the first set.
Not going for double either, which is interesting. Not even going to
Yeah.
attempt to get a horn out.
Yeah, exactly. And his defense gets ghosted anyways. But looks like a top 3 at the moment for Costa Rica, but it's not going to matter as Australia does pull a shock and they're all able to dodge up.
Kyo dodges up.
Kyo dodges up. Kyo's
Okay.
going to be up there.
It was definitely Australia shock,
Yeah.
but Kyo predicting it.
Yeah, but it looks like Kyo might be their only top spot as the top 3 was kind of crushed.
Enzi back in 9th for the time being with only a single shroom to work with. He's probably not going to gain much on the line here. Owen getting fired as well. Up to 7th, can't get any more.
Zenith's perfect pace is ruined.
Sanch up into 1st.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice for Sanch.
I do think it might have been a winning race for Costa Rica there.
Yeah? Even with an Australia shock?
Yeah, even with an
Perfect.
Australia shock.
Perfect. That works for them then.
First is a very powerful spot. They got like a 1-4-6.
Okay, nice.
So we'll have to see when the score comes in, but I think it's probably around a tie race.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Australia going to go for Grumble Volcano, one of my favorite tracks.
Oh, I love Grumble so much.
Yeah, Grumble's awesome. It's really good for those 2-3 kind of spots because you can get a draft before the first turn, and if you do that and don't get bumped wide, you just have a free run.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, if you can get to second set in first, 90% of the time you're keeping first until lap 3. It's just how the track works.
I'm really, really surprised, honestly, to see Excitebike being picked for like a 1-4-6. That's not really like a track that you pick for a lot of top spots because it's kind of like a momentum.
Totally runnable.
It is runnable, but it's mainly kind of like a momentum shift type of track, or at least that's what I use it for.
You know what? I kind of get the track pick. Your alternatives are like Ribbon Road or DP3.
Yeah.
And those are both tracks that reward really strong lines. And I mean, as we all know at this point, Australia is not lacking in the lines department.
That's true.
I imagine Costa Rica might have picked this as a counter pick to that.
Interesting. Okay. I understand the thought process for sure.
Enzi back in 9th for the time being with just a red.
But yeah, I mean, it looks like we're witnessing a pretty close match as Australia is only at 26 after, what is it, 4 races so far?
I think it's been 3, yeah.
It's been 3 races, yeah.
Yeah, pretty close.
Yeah, it is.
Enzi with only shrooms in 8th. You can't do too much work with these other than taking cuts.
Yeah, I would just chain all these, honestly.
I'm going to chain 2 of them and then take a really wide cut back in 9th.
Interesting. It's only triple green. It's unfortunate, but
he was in 8th place just long enough to get the box in triple greens. Nice snipe on Varo, though.
Yeah.
In the back? No, not going to hit.
No back. No back. That would have been nice.
Maybe? No, I don't think so.
No. Varo's still up there, very close to Enzi. Gonna start up here.
Kind of a double bagger POV so far.
Yeah, yeah, true. Would love to see what's going on up there, but it does look like Shadow is in the front.
Yeah, Shadow the
knee up there. That makes it a little bit easier there.
Varo up in 8th for now, going to take the cut, hoping to get into a mid spot, and he will. 4-5 for Australia, though. It's a lot of those front spots. Obviously, Shadow's still in first.
Having a star coming up to like 5-6 is really powerful.
Totally, yeah. He can take a cut with this shroom, get a chain, and still have a star.
Yeah, I would definitely hold the star until last set. Chain the last set, and then you're pretty much invincible for the rest of the race.
It is a top 3 for Australia. Varo's going to have to do something here.
Yeah.
Maybe top 4, actually.
Yeah. Starting early, I wouldn't have gone for the boost pad, to be honest. That's going to definitely lose him some time.
Going to come up into 2nd, it looks like. So good race for Varo individually, but it's
2 reds cancel out, but it looks like 1-4 for Australia, unfortunately. For Costa Rica, 1-3-4-5-6 for Australia.
Yeah, just Varo up in front.
Bottom 4 look like for Costa Rica. It's unfortunate.
All of those points that they saved from giving to Australia on TM was just given to them on the next race. It was probably the worst race so far.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, all credit to Varo, able to break into that, could have been top 5.
Yeah.
Got to see what Costa Rica is going to pick here. Got to imagine a bagger, and yeah, they'll go Cheeseland. Australia doing what they do best, trying to chain running tracks back to back to back.
Totally.
Have to see what the track pick is.
I mean, it looks like that exciting counter pick kind of backfired a little bit.
Absolutely,
as they were able to sneak into those top spots really easily.
I see Rookie in the chat. The red cancel may have saved like 20 points. I completely agree.
I agree, but I really don't hit. I think that Barrow was spaced enough to not be
Yeah,
hit
he
by it.
might have crossed the line anyway, but
Yeah.
it would have been really close. Jetline in the chat saying if they had a shock, it would be a perfect opportunity for Barrow to call it. But yep, I agree as well. If Costa Rica was able to pull the shock on that last race, it could have been a completely different story.
Exactly.
The way it worked out,
Yeah.
it didn't work out for him.
Yeah, very unfortunate that it worked out the way that it did for them. But you know, we move, right?
Yeah.
So hopefully, Barrow will be able to do some work and hit Australia out of their top spots.
Barrow staying in second for the time being with 2 reds. Pretty good position for him. Hopefully not going to get trailed out by Shadow here.
Yeah, oof.
Gotta be careful about that Nana. And
Yeah, exactly.
still has 2 reds. Shadow backing the Nana, but it doesn't punish him yet.
Yeah, going for the Nisk, having a red in first. Very powerful position for Barrow right now. But yeah, it looks like, unfortunately, all of Australia kind of hot on his trails. Really trying to get him out. Yeah, no defense in first. He might be screwed here pretty soon.
Going inside the clock.
Oh, that was very close.
I thought he was for sure.
Yeah.
Has Barrow pulled a coin this whole war?
He did, yeah. Last set he pulled a coin.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Barrow has gotten...
Yeah, he was vulnerable for a little bit. Oh, man.
That's an insane
banana snipe from Renai.
That's an awesome play. Can't even get mad at that. He just got
real. He did. Yeah, it looks like a lot of top spots right now for Australia. But we see that's Byron. I thought that was Claw. That's on Biddy.
Blue coming out now that Australia is in first. Ends up in 6th for now. Pulling triple shrooms, which is a good item to have up here.
Yeah.
Barrow's still in 4th, but it looks like once again it is just him in the top for Costa Rica.
Yeah. Looks like a top 3-5 for Australia right now going into the final turn. Gonna be really powerful for them. Oh, okay. Barrow being able to hit them out.
Gonna need a shock if they want to salvage this race, and it will not come in.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Never mind. It's not coming in soon enough.
Spoke too soon. Not sure who dodged up there, but that might have been a 3-4 for Costa Rica, which is,
tell who that was.
Yeah, so 3-4, 6-7 coming in for Costa Rica, which is like slight damage control based on kind of how the race was looking. It was definitely a top 3-5 for Australia at some point.
Got to assume they pulled that shock last set. Australia was basically already passed in top 2 by the time it was used. Just unfortunate for Costa Rica, they couldn't have pulled it even 1 set earlier. Yeah,
would have put in that much more. Would have put in that much more work if they were able to pull it just a little bit sooner.
Australia has run out of running tracks to pick, so now they're picking the ones that don't even get chosen very often. Water Park coming out for them.
Yeah, Italic saying in the chat wow, I can't speak, that Costa Rica needs to go for shock pretty much right off the bat. Yeah, because like we said, Australia is so line heavy that Costa Rica just needs to pull the shock in order to kind of counteract that. So we'll kind of see how it works out from here.
Yeah, if you are on Costa Rica's side right now, you got to be praying for some more shocks and, preferably not at last set.
Yeah, exactly.
Finally, a bagging track for Costa Rica, though. Could be the momentum shift they need.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, they're up 60 right now, going into race 6.
Yeah, unfortunately for the cast's sake, kind of a similar story to what we saw last night with Costa Rica versus Brazil, Australia versus Brazil.
Yeah, just being stomped, man.
Beatnik AU in the chat, not super familiar with competitive MK. A running track is a track where if you start in the top spot, it's really easy to keep that top spot. Whereas something like this track, Retro Mario Circuit, is known as a bagging track because if you start in the front, it's pretty likely that you're going to get hit out. People are going to take the shortcuts onto you.
Yeah.
NZ choosing to run anyway, though, going to be in first for now.
Yeah, looks like 2-3 at the moment for Costa Rica.
Barber with the bomb as well. Could do some work here if he wants to go for the snipe. Gotta watch out for his teammate, though.
Oh. We'll see what Barrow decides to do, but
Barrow doesn't get to choose anything because the shot comes from Australia.
Yeah. Stopping for the blue, but it's too late as Enzi gets blued right on the set right there.
Barrow has to go wide, bumped out of his line a bit. Not going for a box.
Go for set.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's interesting. Play.
Enzi up to 5th, no item.
A lot of mixed spots here, but I see a lot of Australia in the front right now. No surprise.
Pulling a star? What? How do you get that?
Star in 5th is insane.
Dude,
absolutely insane.
Pack isn't even that spaced. How did he pull that?
Luck.
Just insanely lucky pull from NZ. Gonna
Oh,
be
able to lag the double.
and
Back that
triple
green.
shrooms too.
Yeah, that's GG's. Oh, starring his teammate. I think he might have backed one of his teammates as well. Oh,
Coming
man.
fifth, top four,
6, 7.
7.
Yeah, it's safe to assume after that, the Australia shock that came in
That
as the bottom 5 comes in for
Man.
Costa Rica. Very unfortunate.
that was only race 6, but I'm calling it.
Yeah.
No way Costa Rica can bring it back at this point. It's been nothing but Australia from the start. Costa Rica was getting close races at the beginning, but man.
Yeah, even with those momentum shift tracks, Australia is really able to kind of keep it coming.
They
They
did even better on the bagging track.
Yeah, they did. They've been doing even better on the bagging tracks. So
This entire war, we've been talking about how Australia is good at running.
yeah,
They did even better when they couldn't run.
yeah, it's gonna begin to look like curtains for Costa Rica. So yeah, it's Costa Rica right now really has to be wondering exactly what kind of approach that they're going to want to take, or what kind of strategy they want to even switch this momentum even like the least bit.
Mr. Sanchez, Costa Rica member in the chat saying, "Can Australia not have shock?" I think you're going to have to consider that, NZ. I see you're also in the chat.
Yeah, NZ says he likes shock.
We would like to have a close match for the cast's sake, so if you could just please stop pulling shock, we would appreciate that.
Amen.
Thank you.
Amen. So yeah, go come back and go pull shock, Costa Rica. I think you guys can do it.
Varo choosing to run on one of the hardest bagging tracks in the game. I think that's probably the best choice for him as Costa Rica's strongest runner.
Mm-hmm. I think he needs to try and keep that front presence, as Australia already has 2 runners up here.
Top 2 for Australia, getting the shroom stolen, which sucks.
Yeah. It's kind of going to put him in a difficult position, but I mean, it's not really going to matter going into mid-lap 1 of Cheeseland. So
red coming out onto Sanchez. It's not going to
come a red dodge for Enzi right there.
Oh yeah,
like that. Gotta wonder if they have it right now, right? Yeah, one of the teams has to have it at this point. So
not much has happened so far this race.
Yeah, Enzi being able to hold this dodge, so
someone must be holding shock, right?
I think they are.
People would be chaining dodges if there wasn't a shock in play.
I agree.
Zenith, Renai pulling up. Enzi gonna bag at the
dodge.
set. Really
pulling
interesting
no
place.
dodge. Yeah, bagging in 7th is just kind of unfortunate.
I'm not sure if there is a shock in play.
Mm-hmm.
I think people are just playing really conservative this race, which is interesting to see on Cheeseland.
Right? Yeah. Pulls a bill, it's kind of GG's. Oh no. Unfortunate.
My good friend Sullivan up here. Haven't seen too much of him this war.
Sullivan.
Hey Sullivan.
Oh, Varo dodging.
Alright.
Probably Costa Rica shot coming in.
Yeah. Varo's going to be up in the 3rd for now, getting the double, maybe.
Yeah.
4 greens, maybe.
Here. Yeah.
Sanchez
dodging up. Top 2 right about now.
It'd be a good race for Costa. Oh!
I'm surprised at that, man.
Yeah, who was I to assume that Varo
like
was failing?
fell off and dodged as well.
Why would Varo be failing this line? Oh my god.
We'll see if that paid off or not.
Gotta pay off. Varo should be getting first here.
Yeah. Wow. Very good play from him.
There you go.
Oh, I love that. I was not expecting that at all.
I mean,
good on them for falling off and dodging like that.
I'm really looking like a fool here, thinking Varo is going to fall off on Cheeseland.
Top 3-5, Costa Rica.
Damn.
Too easy.
Okay.
Too easy.
Maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe I spoke too soon.
Let's get it.
I did call it for Australia after the last race, but man, that was so good from Costa Rica.
Yeah.
Great.
Oh my God. Now we're getting a lot of arguments in the chat. Can Costa Rica not pull shock? Ooh.
Gotta wonder what tracks they're gonna go with here.
Yeah. I mean,
I was tired as hell right now.
I am tired.
3rd day.
Yeah.
My
mind has been racing. I've been warring a lot. And it's just been no chill today.
Still deciding a track.
Smoke 96. Can't more than one person pull shock in this game. Yes, you can pull 3 shocks at once in this game.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. So Costa Rica is going to go for Wario Stadium, probably the most technical track in the game, which I mean historically would play into Australia's strengths, right?
Yeah. So I assume, Rookie, you're right. I think Costa Rica did dodge with the first shock, and then they had another shock and they were able to fall off and dodge, which allowed them to kind of keep those top spots rolling.
Coming into race 8 right now. Australia up by 74, it looks like.
Yeah, I mean, Costa Rica's starting to close that gap. I think that if they're going to come back, they need to do it now.
You know, I've seen 80-point GPs. It happens.
Yeah, man, it can.
There's
it really
There's 5 races left.
Mm-hmm.
Costa Rica needs to make up 74 points.
Yeah. They're definitely not out of it yet.
It's not impossible.
Yeah. All right. Well, we got both of our POVs in top 2, which is a great sign so far. It's going to be an interesting race, so we'll be able to see kind of who's able to keep the top spot and who's not, I guess.
NZ left with nothing in second. Red Banana.
Red immediately going out for
bomb coming out on him.
Say, I don't know if that was the right play, NZ. You didn't have another red in pocket, but hey, now we see why it doesn't work out. Yeah. But it looks like a bottom 2 at the moment for Australia. It might have been smart for NZ to stay back and go for it at that point, as we've seen a lot of Costa Rica in the front.
Looks like an 8, 9, 10 from Costa Rica as well, though. Shadow's up in second from Australia, so I think it is just Varro in first right now.
I'd love to see kind of what it's looking like up there. If Varro is able to kind of keep, if he was able to keep his lead or not. Yep, there he is. There's Varro up in front. Good
missing the double.
Yeah, missing double.
And
pulls a coin. There you go.
Might get punished for this one.
Nah, it looks like only a green coming out, so looks like Australia is really desperately clawing at Varro as he's
Varro going super wide at first second to let Zenith into first. Maybe someone was holding blue?
I was thinking that, yeah. Not sure.
Yeah, I don't know what the play was there. No blue comes out. Varro kind of in second now with Australia in first. Conceded that.
That was a lag disadvantage for Australia, I'd say, as probably Renai was trying to take the double from Varro, but, you know, went right to the left of it, so he was able to take it home.
And go for the red. Fire taking it out. Double reds in second.
GG's right there.
Gonna be able to take Zenith out here. Gotta be careful not to ruin his own race.
Maybe. There we go. Yeah, dang.
Byron.
Looks like Byron's able to sneak past.
Byron with the outline up into first.
Yeah, very good for him. That's a TT guy if I've ever seen one right there. 2, 4, 6, 9 for Costa Rica, and the bottom 2 for them as well. Definitely looking like a slight win for Australia.
Yeah, back to the losing races for Costa Rica. Maybe the excitement we had earlier was too brief.
Sup R Sunk asking, wait, are bombs possible to pull in first? Yes, they are. You can get bombs in first. Sometimes they seem a little bit more common than they should, but, you know, kind of just the roll of the dice. So, explain to me, what is play-ins, and what does that mean in terms of the format?
Well, you know, I'm not the biggest format guy in the world. I do have the staff role, but my brain kind of whenever organization stuff comes up.
Gotcha.
The people in the play-ins are those who basically need to earn their way into the group stage, which is up next. The tournament goes in 3 kind of different waves, right?
Okay.
First you have the play-ins, which we're watching right now.
Okay.
Then you have the group play, which some teams are seeded directly into group play, and the teams who do well in play-ins also get to go there.
Okay.
And the people who do well in group play get to go into the final bracket, which I believe is the top 8.
I see. Okay.
And yeah, in the chat, people saying level of gameplay for play-ins is a lot higher than Italic expected. Man, people are good at this game, honestly. Like, teams like Japan, France, the United States, England, they get all the thunder, but there's a lot of good players in this game, man.
Yeah, there is.
Team Australia, it's made up mostly of version 2 players, which, I mean, they're a Division 4 team out of 21.
Yeah, they're pretty high up there.
Even
None of the teams that are playing for their country are sleeper teams, right?
No. Even the teams who are near the bottom of the seedings, you know, forced to play play-ins, they're still in, like, the top 5th of teams in the community. Like, the quality of play here is really, really good throughout all teams.
I completely agree. Italic asking who's the Daisy. That's actually Sanch Z from Costa Rica.
Speaking of Costa Rica, Varro in second with nobody else around him. It's just Australia.
I think it's only Varro up here.
Kind of second, though.
Kind of a familiar story. Oh, falling off in
Zenith's just straight up gone in first. Varro's up here now.
Oh, wow. Oh, man. That sucks, man.
I mean...
That really sucks.
You can't expect to get away with just having the guy in first.
I know.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
And the fire coming back as well. Yeah, man, that bomb snipe was insane.
It was.
Like,
Very unfortunate for
Australia
Mara.
low-key getting rewarded first fall off the track.
I'm just wondering whose bomb that was, because that was really good.
Yeah,
Yeah, if we can get some confirmation in the chat maybe after the race whose bomb that was, but very nice for them.
Varro back up to 5th.
Rookie, you do raise a good point. Are we sure Zenith's off? You never truly know. That is true.
Yeah.
Lag advantage or lag distance? Really know when it comes to Australia for sure.
On the opposite side of the world from our Costa Rican friends.
Yeah. On the opposite side of the world and the opposite side of the track at all times. So.
Oh yeah. Man, if Zenith is actually in first right now, I'm just gonna be so disappointed.
I know, right?
Did you see how long Varro was on his?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
No way Zenith's in first.
Yeah, I think it was he finished in third for sure. So I'm wondering who passed him. Yeah.
It was our friend and teammate Sullivan Ben Foolery coming into first.
Yeah, that's one of his favorite tracks. I know that for sure.
These indivs, they're kind of reflecting what's going on in this war. Varro MVP and his team almost bottom 5 overall.
Oh wow.
It's I mean,
Varro's back has got to be hurting after this, man.
Varro's back is in definite pain right now.
Yeah.
He's gonna need a brace after this war.
Yeah, he's gonna need a whole brace after this.
I mean, hey, credit to him. If the entire other team is just all around you the entire war and you're still able to be MVP, that shows how good you are as a player individually.
Yep, totally.
Gonna go for dry desert. Yeah, I mean, don't have much of another choice. The war is definitely over at this point.
Yeah.
We had a little bit of hope after Cheeseland, but Australia is gonna take the war. Congratulations to them. They're gonna easily move on to group stage.
Yeah. Clean sweep for Australia. I think they're undefeated right now. Is that right?
I think they were, yeah.
I
mean, Australia is a team that definitely could have been seeded in groups to begin with. They're absolutely a powerful roster. Going to get Hyrule Circuit. Costa Rica, I'm not sure how they're doing. I didn't check up too much on how the rest of this group was going.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. But if anyone in chat has an update on how groups are looking, we'd love to hear, so we can shout it out for you guys.
I like watching Mario Kart, you know?
Same.
I have not been paying attention to the greater bracket of the tournament. But what I do know for sure, Australia will be moving on to the group stage starting next weekend. Varro kind of knocked back down to 10th for now. Costa Rica 1-0-1. So I believe they're probably still in the running going into tomorrow. Someone correct me if I'm wrong on that. I'm just kind of, speaking from my mind right now. I don't have the sheet up on me. Top 3 for Australia.
Looks like Dr. Proctor saying in chat that Costa Rica is 1-1 in their group. So yeah, it's going to be 1-2 losses after this match.
Looks like a top 4 for Australia. Very strong position for them. The strongest position on a running track we've seen from them so far.
Totally.
And, that's saying something because Australia's had a lot of strong positions on running track.
Indeed. I mean, you can really see where their strengths come to play when it comes to running tracks, It's just insane how they're able to keep those top spots and keep their presence up high. Interesting that Shadow is kind of running away with this Hyrule. Because when I play N-Word, I really struggle on Hyrule, no secret.
Oh, yeah. NZ with a Horn and a Shroom in second. Should be able to protect Shadow from any blue shell that might come out.
Ooh.
And actually, Shadow going to drop out to let NZ into first. Good play.
It looks like he was hit by something. I'm not sure what he was hit by. Maybe he ran into a banana.
I'm just going to say he did it on purpose.
Yeah. He definitely dropped. For sure.
Australia and Central America already clinched according to Dr. Proctor. Thanks for the update. I really should know this as a person casting the match.
Totally.
We can rely on the chat a little bit.
Yeah. It always helps to get that little extra info for sure.
Oh yeah. Bottom 2 completely dead this race.
Yeah.
I don't know what they were up to.
Yeah, just kind of chilling back there.
Yeah. Maybe Costa Rica in give up mode.
Oh man, bottom 3 for Costa Rica.
I hope people start going silly combos here. I like to see the silly combos.
I like to see silly combos as well.
It's only fun if watching the stream definitely switch to something weird. Gotta see if Enzi does it. Hopefully he does. Hopefully he gets the message. I'm crossing my fingers, man. I'm hoping. They can't pick a track. They have no idea. They've played every round of the game. Gonna go Sunshine Airport, no combos.
Oh.
Big Blue coming out from Costa Rica. Love that.
Looks like they're sweating it out all the way to the end.
Oh yeah. You know, fine. It's fine.
Fine. We got one race left or two?
Looks like two based on the score. Oh, the scores just got updated.
Yeah, I think it's two.
I think it's two. Yeah.
Yeah, I still think it's two.
You know, we got one more chance. We got one more chance to go silly combo. Oh, it was a DC from Kyo actually on Costa Rica's side. Unfortunate for him. No wonder he was so far back.
I think it was. I don't think it was Kyo that was in last. But hard to say.
I see.
Yeah. So it looks like Eastern Europe is also 3-0. So
if there ever was a sleeper team, Eastern Europe would be that team.
I agree.
They got two really good players right before the deadline in Green and Z.
Yeah.
Before that, they were looking like a kind of a bottom tier World Cup team, but obviously 3-0-0 in the play-in stage right now.
Yeah. Australia just doing great so far.
Oh yeah.
In this tournament, you know.
Australia has had such an easy time so far in the 8 Deluxe side of things.
Oh, totally. I'm really excited to see kind of like a Australia up against like a higher division team, like a France or Japan.
I think Australia has a chance to make it to the bracket. I really do.
I agree. Totally agree.
I really, really do. Obviously, only one way to find out. You're gonna have to watch next week.
Exactly.
But,
yep.
You know, getting ahead of ourselves. There's still two races left in this one.
Yep. Yep.
NZ kind of down in ninth with only Shrooms to work with.
Yeah.
Not too much.
Kind of down bad back there. You might need to go for a dodge or something, but yeah, I'm gonna go for cut.
I honestly would have gone wide for the double there.
I was thinking that too.
He needs better items than two single Shrooms if he wants to make it back up to the front here.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh, the red coming in. Oh my gosh, I don't know how we dodged that.
Wrapping up his teammate. Looks like he's going to go for the double. Varro up in fourth, but it once again looks like only Australia around him. Sanchin third.
Yeah, Sanchin third. So it's a 3-4 for Costa Rica, but a clean top two.
Back from Shadow.
Shadow, the in back, man.
Gotta be careful about that, man. He's going to red teammate. It's just unfortunate.
It's just over, man. Kind of just throwing all over the place.
Yeah, it's
fire getting stolen.
It's been over, but
it's over.
Even more over than it was before.
Yeah.
Varro single Shroom in 7th, but yeah, his race is over.
Yeah.
Can't really do much here.
Poor Varro.
Down to 9th. Try not to get starred by his teammate, but can't even get the double. It's over for. It's been over for Costa Rica.
Yeah.
Someone in my apartment building just yelled, so say hi to them. I think they were saying. No, if they. Top 4 for Australia.
Ooh.
Top 4, 7 last. Sullivan, come on.
Really wondering if Varro's going to be able to hold this crown or not.
I hope he does.
It's slipping.
Just so that, you know...
The crown is slipping.
So that Costa Rica can get anything. I really want Varro to hold.
Tables, to me, are really funny. When the losing team has one person MVP by, like, a ton of points, and yet they're still beaten by, like, 50 or 60. I always think that's super funny.
Well, Varro's going to be beaten by a ton of points.
I know. He was up like 20 at one point, but now he's only up by 4.
It's a testament, man, to the fact that Varro is a really, really strong player.
He is.
Australia, though, I mean, they have 5 really strong players in this line. 6. I don't know why I left someone out there. Australia has 6 very good players.
Yeah.
Gonna go to Shy Guy Falls for the last race.
Oh, very interesting track. I like this track quite a bit.
I don't.
You don't? Oh man.
Not a great track pick in my opinion.
It's not like a very track, but I think it's very fun to drive.
Once again, disagree, but you know.
All right, man.
Variety is the spice of life.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, and I respect the differing opinion.
We get to see something we don't see very often. We get to see a track we don't see. We get to see Jacob and Miles disagreeing on something.
Absolutely, for once, huh?
Yeah, shots fired on whoever that 6th Australian is. You know who you are, 6th Australian.
Was it Banana Snipe, maybe? Nah.
Nah.
That's unfortunate. Very close to hit Shadow though.
All right, Varro's in 5th, so I'm going to assume everyone in front of him is Australian.
So Anthony C. 1999 about Prometheus's famous MT conversions. Not too sure what he means by that, so if you could have an explanation about what that means and how it relates to this track, I would love to hear it.
If you would ever like to do MT conversion, make sure to talk to Prometheus about that. SGF is like TR, just awesome. I think it's nothing like TR. TR is awesome, and SGF sucks. It's bad. So yeah, that's my opinion.
All right.
Australian meme, oh my god. Anthony C. memeing in the chat.
Bringing out all the inside jokes just to make the casters feel bad. I love it.
The boss himself, Byron, up in 2nd, gonna get redded.
Nope.
Forced to use his horn. Boomerang gonna come out and hit him. Nice
Very
job
nice.
there. Metallic in the chat saying I'm wrong. Well, that just can't be because I'm never wrong. Brought on to 5th. Sanch up in 4th. I think someone's in a ghost around here too.
Yeah, I think it might be an Australian member that's in the ghost right here. No, I think the warrior is Costa Rica, actually.
There's someone from Australia dead. Varro back up to 2nd. Being able to get the double here.
Ooh, nice boost panel grab. Fire and a green, that's not a very good pull.
Not what you wanted.
No.
The guy in 1st is too far away to hit with the fire.
Zenith.
Probably. Yeah, Zenith.
Don't know what's going on.
Maybe gonna go for the disc here? Gotta see.
Yeah, kind of gonna need to.
Play it safe.
Yeah, good choice.
Don't! Oh! Varro!
Oh, man.
Oh, no!
Poor Varro, man. Yeah, Varro...
That sucks.
Varro unable to keep the crown by 1 point, actually. Just did that math real quick.
Hitting his teammate out. Good measure. Renai circulation. Zenith pulling into 1st overall with 115.
Yeah. Very nice.
If anyone was going to take the crown from Varro, it was going to be Zenith.
I mean, really we kind of called it, you know?
Yeah.
We said at the beginning that those were going to be the 2 kind of keystone players for each side. And just like that, they're in top 2 by over 10 points each.
Oh, yeah.
So,
anyway, good games to both teams. Congratulations to Australia for clinching their spot in the groups.
Yeah, GG's, man.
We have a lot more Mario Kart to show you today and tomorrow, so we hope you stick around. We're going to head out.
Yeah, super fun. Good luck to all the rest of the teams that are playing for the rest of the night. We will catch you later.
See you guys.
Oh.
I'm sorry, T. Miles left the call. I can't.
Yeah. I don't know. We're back. All right, bet we can hear you now.